Colorado's primary election is now 3 weeks away, and in El Paso County, the Congressional District 5 race will be closely watched. Last night, the 2 Democratic and 2 Republican candidates faced off in a debate hosted by News 5, the Gazette, and the El Pomar Foundation. News 5's Allison Zimmerman moderated that debate, and tonight she gives us a look at some of the statements made regarding immigration.
Immigration is a hot topic this election cycle.
Let's fix the problem and stop fighting about it.
President Biden signing an executive order Tuesday to tighten security, including temporarily shutting down asylum requests at the southern border when the average number of daily crossings exceeds 2,500 a day.
Let's get started.
In Colorado's 5th Congressional District, this week's debate brought out some claims on what's happening at the border and the solutions being proposed to fix it.
Well, I think the bill represents a compromise.
Democratic candidate Joe Regan is a supporter of a bipartisan immigration bill introduced in Congress, which included shutting down the border if 4,000 or more migrants cross the border on average.
And the bipartisan bill that was shot down by Republican leadership twice shows that the Republican Party is really not serious about immigration at all.
The bill was blocked by Senate Republicans 2 different times, once in February and again 2 weeks ago. River Gasson wants to see a focus on the process for asylum seekers.
We need to actually enforce asylum-seeking process. We need to enforce caseworkers, we need to enforce judges, and we need to make sure that we alleviate that stress from our border security agents, who quite frankly have too much on their plate right now.
Data from the Pew Research Center shows as of 2021, there are 10.5 million undocumented immigrants in the U.S. Republican candidates Dave Williams and Jeff Crank support mass deportation, which has been proposed by former President Trump.
We can do that by partnering with local law enforcement, with the National Guard, and the military if need be. But we have a crisis right now, and it is fundamentally hurting our country.
If we accept that and just allow them to stay here with no consequence, guess what will happen? What happens when you allow your window to continue to be broken over time? People keep breaking your window. We can't allow that to happen.
President Biden's recent order will likely face a legal battle. Voters will also have their say in what the solutions to immigration are when they cast their votes in November. Allison Zimmerman, News 5.